Hello, Benak. Hello, Huzzah. That's enough of a sign of life for me, so I'm gonna get to it. Okay. This is an excerpt from Ready Player One, but with all the pop culture references replaced with B movie. When it came to my research, I never took any shortcuts. Over the past 5 years, I'd worked my way down the entire recommended Gunter reading list. B movie, 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 B movie. I read every novel by every single one of Halliday's favorite authors, and I didn't stop there. I also watched every single film he referenced in The Almanac. It was one of Halliday's favorites, if it was one of Halliday's favorites, like B movie, B movie, B movie, B movie, or B movie. I rewatched it until I knew every scene by heart. I devoured each of what Halliday referred to as the Holy Trilogies. B movie, original and prequel trilogies in that order, B movie, B movie, B movie, B movie, and B movie. Halliday once said that he preferred to pretend the other B movie films, from Queendom of the Crystal Hive onward, didn't exist. I tended to agree. I also absorbed the complete filmographies of each of his favorite directors. B movie, 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 and of course B movie. I spent 3 months studying every B-movie teen movie and memorizing all the key lines of dialogue. Only the meek get pinched. The bold survive. You could say I covered all the Bs. I studied B-movie, and not just B-movie either. Every single one of their films, albums, and books, and every episode of the original BBC series, including those 2 lost episodes they did for German television. I wasn't going to cut any corners. I wasn't going to miss something obvious. Somewhere along the way, I started to go overboard. I may, in fact, have started to go a little insane. I watched every episode of B-movie, 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 and B-movie. What about B-movie, you ask? I knew more about bee colonies than I knew about my own city. B-movie? Oh, I did my homework. B-movie, 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 even B-movie and B-movie. I watched them all in chronological order. The movies, too. Stingers, Locked on Target. I gave myself a crash course in Naughty's Saturday morning cartoons. I learned the name of every last goddamned B-movie and B-movie. B-movie, 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 B-movie. I knew them all, because being is half the B. Who was my friend when things got rough? B-movie. Japan? Did I cover Japan? Yes. Yes, indeed. Anime and live action. B-movie, B-movie, B-movie. B-movie and B-movie. Go B-movie go. I wasn't some dilettante. I wasn't screwing around. I memorized every last Jeffrey Seinfeld stand-up routine. Music? Well, covering all the music wasn't easy. It took some time. The Naughties was a long decade, 10 whole years, and Halliday didn't seem to have had very discerning taste. He listened to everything. So I did too. Buzz, hum, stutter, bzzzt, sting. From the B-movie to B-movie to B-movie to the B-movie. I tackled it all. I burned through the entire B-movie discography in under 2 weeks. B-movie took a little longer. I watched a lot of YouTube videos of cute geeky girls playing Naughty's cover tunes on ukuleles. Technically, this wasn't part of my research, but I had a serious cute geeky girls playing ukuleles fetish that I can neither explain nor defend. I memorized lyrics, silly lyrics, by bands with names like B-movie, 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 and B-movie. I kept at it. I burned the beeswax. Did you know that B-movie was an Australian band with a 1987 hit titled B-movie? I was obsessed. I wouldn't quit. My grades suffered. I didn't care. I read every issue of every comic book title Halliday had ever collected. I wasn't going to have anyone questioning my commitment, especially when it came to the video games. Video games! were my area of expertise, my double weapon specialization, my dream B-movie category. I downloaded every game mentioned or referenced in the almanac from A movie to B movie. I played each title until I had mastered it, then moved on to the next one. You'd be amazed how much research you can get done when you have no life whatsoever. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, is a lot of study time for studying B movie.